The Executive Secretary, National Human Rights Commission, Mr. Anthony Ojukwu, has blamed lack of empowerment and poverty for inability of parents and guardians to protect their children. Ojukwu said this in an interview with the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, in Abuja.
The general lack of interest in protecting children in the country, and this can be attributed to issues of empowerment, poverty, the general situation of things in the country, But we encourage parents that you should never renege on your responsibility to give every child the opportunity to develop his or her potentials. Uh, and one of the ways of achieving this is education of the child, and also parental guardians.
According to Ojukwu, issues of child protection contributed to why the Commission created a Department for Women and Children.
The issue of protection of rights of the child is one that is very, very dear to this commission. Like I said, when we came into office, that was one of the things that made us to create a department that is for women and children, because it is not an area you should merge with other areas. It's a whole lot of issue.
He said parents should encourage the use of technology to problem solving. It may be difficult to stop children from watching television, but there are also educative programs on television.
It may be difficult to stop children from watching television, but there are also educational programs on the television. So you can bring up your children to see the virtue in watching the educative programs in the television stations and not watching Big Brother Africa only.
He lamented that some states have passed the Child Rights Act, but it is not effective, adding that it is important that all the states pass the Child Rights Act.
The passage of the Child Rights Act has not happened in all the states. There are some states that still have not passed the Child Rights Act. Some of the states that have passed the Child Rights Law, the Child Rights Implementation Committee is not effective. And that is very, very important. It's important that every state will pass that child, because that is, if the state government, if the state is not conscious of the rights of the child, the parents can easily forget their support. If the legal framework and the practice are all targeted at protection of the child, it makes it a lot easier. Because these states that have passed the Child Rights Law, that the Child Rights Implementation Committee, we should make sure that the necessary things are put in place for the protection of the rights of the child. Then for those states that have not passed the Child Rights Law, maybe they have some other laws that are regulating the protection of children.